Hello, folks. This is Callisto8413, and we're about to go to the museum via way of protesters and a witch. But first, let's see what's going on over here.
What's going on here?
Visitors! By now, you know the story of the witches of Salem. Those poor souls were caught in a time of fear and greed, and they paid the price. They may have died, but witchcraft lives on in Salem.
Oh, this should be interesting.
The world would have you believe witches were not real. I'm not talking about old, ugly women who curse their neighbors and fly on broomsticks.
Is she a street magician?
Witches are real. They have always been real. They are alive and well. They are powerful, carrying the secrets of the world beyond the one we see. Ritual, mystery, magic. Most exist now only in secret, and they may be standing among you even now. It is said that in Salem, a coven of witches settled in recent years, set on revenge for the deaths of the Salem witches. Their ritual, one midnight on Halloween, unleashed the angry spirits of the past.
That's so cool.
How did she do that?
Thank you. Now, if any of you are interested in the real history of the witches of Salem, I provide self-guided tours through some of my favorite locations in town. And perhaps you too will see one of the restless dead.
The thief in Austria used the same kind of stage magic she's using.
Thief? There was a thief? What were you doing there?
Visiting a spooky old castle. You'd have liked it.
Do you regularly fly to Europe for investigations?
Sometimes.
And if you want to learn about being a witch, come forward. Uh-oh, here comes trouble.
Me? Never. Well, nothing too bad, I hope.
Did you know that in the Malleus Maleficarum, ginger hair was the sign of a witch? You're my kind of people.
I'm not nearly as talented as you are.
Aw, shucks. You're making me blush. Oh, there it is. Now I'm turning red. You truly are a witch.
So to become a witch, do I need to take a test or get a diploma?
A true witch is not made with pieces of paper. She is born to it and will feel the call. Bureaucracy is for persecutors. We don't need permission. We don't live by the rules. Anyway, what can I help you with?
How did you perform that trick?
A witch never reveals her secrets. It's against the witch code.
A code? I thought bureaucracy and rules were for persecutors.
Although, if you take my self-guided tour, I promise you will learn at least one secret about being a witch.
How often do you do this show?
Most nights. It gets busier around Halloween. And I'm sure you can figure out why.
How about the night that the Hathorn house was burned?
You look a little young to be working for the police, dear.
Oh no, it's nothing like that. We're just curious tourists.
Good. Because I've already spoken with them.
And so, you were here.
I was out of town. Did you girls know that Salem is haunted? There's a ghost here. If you go on my tour, you'll learn where you can find it.
Have you lived in Salem for long?
Born and raised.
So you know the Perrys?
Of course. Not well. If you are looking for them, Tegan is at the museum. She works there.
Not well. We're staying with Tegan. I figured there was some history between you two.
That was a long time back. We don't talk much now.
And May?
Yes, I know her too. Not spoken to her for a long time either.
but you've heard the rumors about her.
May is a troubled girl, and sometimes such girls get blamed for things that were not their... I don't think she burned down the Hathorn house, if that's what you're trying to get at. People with mundane minds look for mundane explanations.
Do you really believe some modern witch coven unleashed ghosts on Salem?
About 8 years back, there were rumors of a coven that they performed a ritual to return the dead witches to Salem to seek out their revenge before the witches moved on.
Is there any evidence of such a coven?
Ever since then, ghost sightings have gone through the roof. Salem is now considered the most haunted place in the country.
Interesting.
You think it's a coincidence that the former home of the Hathorns was set on fire?
How else could the fire have started?
I heard there was not a single living soul in the house when it started burning. Keyword, living. The world is composed of 2 equal parts, dark and light. The light we see every day. It's the trees, the people, the birds. It's our world. You can even see it at night. The dark is the unknown, a plane of existence that vibrates just underneath the light. But if you were in a place like Salem, a place where a painful history permeates every surface, every crack, every brick, and every tomb, the dark will appear. Usually when you least expect it. That's why they say, don't be out past midnight in Salem, because the dark may reach out and take you. Also, did you know that Salem has more ghost sightings than any other city in North America? If you want to learn why, you should go on my tour.
Talk to you later. Huh. A specter may be hanging over Salem, but that doesn't keep the town from getting into the Halloween spirit.
Ooh, should we take the witch tour? The museum is over there, across the square. That's where we can get the real witches tour tickets. The judge's office is in that building, if we want to go see him first. Dive into the case. I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
Maybe check out the witch tour? Something might pop out at us.
Are you serious?
I think witches are kind of cool, and you never know what you'll learn. Come on.
What is with you?
I could see why they complained about how this thing moves. Okay, a couple things. One, the witch, the one who was talking to us, looks more like a pirate. Two, brooms are only mentioned in one book that I could find about witchcraft or witches or the history of witches. Most of them talked about witches riding on animals or humans. That's where you get the bed hag. Also, her smoke bomb. Would she really use that if she was using it in Europe? Or did somebody see her use that and then use it in Europe? I don't know. It might be a red herring. I tried to go also to the protesters first, and the controls sent me right to her. So once again, I could see why they're complaining about the movement. I'm only talking here because from what I could tell, there is no ambiance. And the ambiance is the one that flooded me out the first time I tried to record this. So we're going to go into the Salem History Museum, which is not the Witch Museum. So that might be next door, whatever this is. So we're going to go in there, get the tickets, talk to the older sister, see if we can't get upstairs to the library, and that's where I'm probably going to save it. So let's start with the museum.
The Salem Museum. Prime address for local history and information on the infamous witch trials. The figure of a Puritan woman accused of being a witch. These were ordinary people, just like anyone else. The carefully researched genealogy of several accused witches. Their names weren't fully cleared until 2001. Done. This looks great. Now to find a nice place to put it.
I think we should head right for the judge. What do you think?
Maybe check out the witch tour? Something might pop out at us.
Are you serious?
I think witches are kind of cool. And you never know what you'll learn. Come on.
What is with you?
Hey, sorry about the mess. We're in the middle of installing a big showcase. So what have you seen in town so far?
We decided to do the Real Witches tour.
Oh, you talked to Olivia.
What's with her getup? Witch? Street magician, maybe?
Everyone has to make a living. Is she telling the story about a coven living here in the recent past?
Yeah. Why?
Just bad taste.
Olivia is quite the local character. I hope you don't mind if we do the tour. I want to see more of the town, and finding out a place's old superstitions is kind of a habit I've gotten into. I'm excited to look around the museum.
Of course.
The deputy governor, Thomas Danworth, shares the same last name, I believe, as the judge across the street. That's interesting.
Sad that even children are named in the list of those accused witches, like Abigail Johnson, just 11.
Wasn't Abigail the first name of the person being apologized by the judge? Samuel? The Book of Apologies, I believe? Don't think people realize just how young some of these people were. Of course, when the average age was probably middle age or in the 40s, 50s, and 60s. And if you got that old, you're looked at as ancient. Some of this is not surprising. I was reading about the people of Stonehenge, and we're talking about 6-year-olds lifting rocks and stuff. They found, basically the dead kids. They examined their skeletons and found out they had suffered from carrying large loads. So, in the Middle Ages, most of those lords and ladies were almost like young adults or children. So, sorry, I don't want to depress you guys. I'll turn off the mic.
Everything you could ever want to know about Salem's history, from the Namkiag people to the Great Salem Fire of 1914. Let's see. There's something off about that bookcase. Need a closer look. There's something off about that bookcase. Need a closer look.
How's the investigating going? Any progress with May?
I've got some leads. I haven't had much progress with May, though. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple of questions, if you have time.
Sure thing. How can I help?
What's this new showcase about?
Yes, this new showcase is going to be really cool, just in time for Halloween, you know?
But what is it about?
If you come back on Halloween, I'll show you.
Do you have any more information about the Salem witch trials?
Did the exhibitions manage to spark your interest?
They did. I found this display showing the ancestry of the accused, but it didn't seem fully complete. I was wondering if you had more information stored here somewhere.
Well, we do have the upper floor, which is also where I keep most of my accused witches' stuff.
Would it be okay for me to go up there? I'd really like getting a better picture of the history of Salem.
Usually we don't allow people up on the second floor. It's restricted. But maybe just this once I can make an exception. You are here to help, after all. So if you think it would benefit you, feel free to go up there.
Thank you.
I'll open the door for you. It's actually really cool. The stairs are hidden behind a bookcase. Hold on. How's the investigating going? Any progress with May?
So what's the deal with these pumpkins?
Oh, yeah. I've prepared some pumpkins that visitors can carve and bring with them to place around Salem. Feel free to give it a try if you want. It's really fun and completely free.
Talk to you later.
Okay, I think this is a good spot to save. I always like libraries. And the next episode's probably going to start with a lot of reading. Then after that, we might go try to see this judge and figure out what the protesters are about. I'm sure it's going to be probably tied in somehow with the, with the burning, the arson. But we'll see. Have a good day.